Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spiegel Mom Scraps channel. It's Caitlin here with another process video. Today I'm actually doing a pocket page process video, something to switch it up a little bit. And this is part of my March How to Kill a Kit with Style. So this is a Disney themed layout, and if you guys didn't know, my March was based off of my Disney projects. So I made some page kits to go with the photos that I had lined up next in my album. So to start off, I'm using this paper from the Summer Fun collection by Fancy Pants, and I cut off the top of it so I could have some polka dots there. So if you're using pocket pages, one of the things I like to do is use the same paper all the way across the section of pocket pages so it looks like almost a cohesive piece. Now these page protectors, and I'm not sure where they are, they don't really have any branding on the label, so I think they're just the American Crafts ones that like come in the albums, but these page protectors are not true to size. These are supposed to be 4x4 pockets. They are most certainly not 4x4, and especially with my thick embellishing, I do have to cut these smaller than 4x4 to make them work. But I wanted a continual pattern, so I made sure that I cut them short at the beginning so that they would fit at the end. And I also have a navy anchor paper on the bottom right, which is from American Crafts, and I cut that down to 4x6. Now there are 3 photos decorating the outsides of this page. The top one is the Castaway Key welcome sign, so in between those palm trees and all those people's heads is the Castaway Key sign. To the right is the view from when you first walk onto Castaway Key, so you can see those rocks and the rest of the beach to come. And then the bottom one is actually when we had already finished our race. So you guys might have seen the metal that I had pulled in here, but I want the metal that we had gotten, which is rubber, don't worry, it's just rubber, to go in the bottom right pocket, which will prove to be difficult because it is very large. And this is the back side of a pocket page, not the front side, so nothing can stick out onto this side of the layout. So we'll be working on how to make that work after the fact. I might cut off the ribbon and use the ribbon somewhere else. We each got one of these medals, so I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. So we'll see. Or actually, I think it's Velcroed on, so I might be able to just slip off the metal piece, well, the rubber charm piece, to make it onto the layout and then use the ribbon on the opposing page perhaps. Haven't figured that one out yet. But to start with this furthest right polka dot square, I pulled out this tag from Fancy Pants Joy Parade. It has some orange details on it, which I thought matched the photos beautifully. I threaded on some flower sequins, and these are from the Watch Me Flip sequin set, which I love this yellow in this set. And you'll also notice that I put the twine on there, and that is some blue and white twine just from the dollar store. They have a good selection of twine sometimes, and I enjoy the quality. So I just knotted the ends when I had those flowers on there, which did prove to be difficult. I did it without a needle. It's much easier with a needle. I would recommend threading them with a needle that's thin enough to go through the center. Or you can use a thread helper. I'm not sure what else they're called, but they help thread needles. You can do the same thing through the sequin hole instead. I also put a bit of washi tape down beneath that. That light blue washi tape is from Scotch. I'll also pull in an orange washi tape, which is from Recollections, and that's an orange diagonal. Again, just bringing that extra pop of color. And then the other 2 squares will be dedicated to my title. So I've got my title up there, my journaling will go on the right-hand side, and this is just like a, it's sort of like a divider in the middle of the layout. And there's that metal again, so you guys can kind of see the size of it. Very thick, very large. But it is, it could fit in there if I really wanted to. I did stuff it in there after the video. It's not on the video itself, but it fits. It just looks really bad and really thick. So I think I'm going to take the lanyard part off, which I think I can slip off easily, and just put the metal piece in, well, the, actual award section in. But here's where I start picking out my title pieces. These are alphabets from American Crafts. I'm not sure which font they're in. Let me see here if I can see it. No, I don't have those out right now. I already put them away, but I really like this font. Now the main problem was I didn't have 4 A's, and I would need 4 A's to spell Castaway Key. Key is spelled C-A-Y, in case anybody's wondering what the heck I'm talking about. I did consider using a different alphabet. I just thought it looked funny every time. And it's definitely called the Castaway K or Castaway Key. It depends. You can pronounce it however you want. It's spelled K. It's pronounced Key for the most part. I don't know. But Castaway Key 5K. So it should be C-A-Y. So I decided to DIY an A. My first idea was to make it to look exactly like the other A's. So I use a 3 and I think a D to make that happen, and it looks a little wonky. You'll see here as I try to Frankenstein it together that it definitely doesn't look like its counterparts above. The loop on the top, I mean, it does look like an A from here. You know, from further away it looks fine, but when you put it next to the other ones, it looks a little suspicious. And I tried to cut it down a little bit more, and it's just too tall. Maybe if I had a taller font to go with it, it'd make more sense. And I thought about cutting up other letters to try to fix it, but I just end up going with a short A instead, which you'll see once I glue them down. I also pull out the Spiegelmom Scraps Tropical Florals. These are beautiful new wood veneer. If you guys didn't see the wood veneer release a couple months ago, definitely check them out in the shop and use my code Caitlin15 for 15% off your order, including your wood veneers, guys. The best wood veneer sets, and they're so unique. I love that these flowers have etches into them too, so they're not just a shape, they've got texture themselves. So you see here that I glued down Castaway Key 5K, and it's just in lowercase a without the, top part. I think it looks fine. It's okay. I'm not in love with it, but I ended up pulling out some of these recollection stickers, which I included in my Disney kit, and sticking a couple of those around, as well as the wood veneer floral. So I ended up using 3 of those, and again, I'm leaving the bottom right corner empty so the metal can go there. That's the only thing I want in there, mainly because it's so large and it's just going to cover up the paper for the most part. Here I pull out some Gold Summer Sunset sequins as well. Again, really love these circular ones that are semi-transparent. Adds a really nice like yellow, butter yellow color without overpowering the polka dots themselves. I think it's just a nice little touch. Adds a little bit of dimension, adds a little bit of texture, and a little burst of color without overwhelming the polka dots themselves. And I mix in more of those Watch Me Flip sequins, which have the large yellow, the small orange flower, and even some gold stars in there as well. But this layout's almost complete. I will do a close-up shot of these pieces together so you guys can see them. And let me know if you guys would love to see more Disney layouts here on the Spiegelmom Scraps channel. I know that I have a ton more Disney to do, but if you guys have any specific requests, put them down below, and I will be happy to answer any of your questions as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Spiegelmom Scraps channel so you guys don't miss out on more of my videos and the other sparklers. And here's the metal up close as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!